Bonnie, we appreciate all three of you. I just want to tell you that the fact that everybody isn't here is for a number of reasons, and it's not because you're not important. Let's just put it that way. It's because there's a lot of stuff going on right now. I'm going to start with you, Mr. McLaughlin, and that is that you've got to educate me a little bit. When we're talking about exams, I'm assuming they don't all go to contracted folks, that there's some done by VA employees, but could you tell me if they're all contracted?
There is still a small amount that are done by VA employees. What we see and our members see is that tends to be more audiology along those lines, tinnitus and hearing, but most of the general exams we're seeing are being done by contracted examiners.
Okay, and you saw the statistics that I said, potentially 1 out of 3. I would assume that may be a worst case scenario, but maybe it isn't. What do you think?
As far as the full volume of those contracted claims of being 1 out of 3, it's hard for me to speak to that. But what I can say, the claims that we are seeing go to a higher level review or a supplemental review, a higher portion of those, and the most common reason for those getting sent back to be reworked is because of a duty to assist or exam issues that are found.
You talked about a seasoned, experienced examiner that you dealt with. What's your definition of seasoned?
Several hundred exams.
Okay. Last question is even though it's a very small percentage that VA employees are doing of these exams, are you seeing the same kind of problems with VA exams as you are with the contracted ones? Or are they too few to even make that analysis?
I would say what we hear from our CVSOs out in the field is that more often on the hearing claims, we are seeing less of these issues, but also that's usually less of a technical claim and exam that you're looking at too in a lot of those scenarios. So it's kind of a unfair comparison, I would say.
Apples and oranges. Ms. Keenan, I asked this question of the previous panel, but with bad exams, is it resulting in, are you hearing from your membership, the VFW membership, that this is resulting in claims being extended out and not getting the timely benefits they need?
Thank you for the question. Yes, and the VFW has advocated for priority processing for these claims because veterans should not have to experience delays in their claims because of a VA or contract exam error.
That is a fact. Are you, from your membership, is this a high priority item, Ms. Keenan?
This is a high priority item. It's very concerning, the data from the OIG report. We have requested from VA data on their exam quality, which we have not received. So this bill would help provide some additional oversight to the quality of the exams, and to provide that monthly reporting would be extremely helpful.
Okay, Ms. Meehan, on the 8515 bill, you had said that if this bill doesn't pass and if it doesn't get implemented appropriately before the beginning of the school year, that it could have some real negative effects on veterans that want to go to school. I'm always looking for numbers. What kind of numbers are we talking about? A third, a half, all that could be kept from furthering their education if we don't do something on this ASAP?
One data point I have is that a recent survey, at least at 20% of the institutions had already heard back from VA that they had at least some programs that were denied. I have heard of one institution where virtually every program on the campus had exceeded the ratios. So it's going to be a range. One other challenge to getting you that number is that right now the VA is still processing 35% exemptions. So until they come through, we won't know for sure whether which programs will be denied.
In Ms. Murphy's testimony, if my notes are correct, she said that in the case of this bill, you can shake your head no if I didn't get this right, by the way, that in the case of this bill, that the VA had the capacity to fix this without legislation. Do you see it the same way?
I would hope so. I will tell you, they do have the 35% number. They know the percentage of veterans because every school that submitted their application would have given them the total number of veterans on campus out of their population. So that data should already be in their hands.
Okay. Senator Sullivan.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate the witnesses here